I'm Dan from Brighton Accommodation Agency, and today I'm going to ask you students, do you feel like you're being pressurised into signing your tenancy agreements too early? So there was an article I read on the National Union of Students and how they're asking the Competitions and Marketing Authority to look into estate agents, and a practice which they're trying to indicate is making students feel pressured into signing their tenancy agreements sort of in January, February, March, when a tenancy starts in July, August and September. We've been doing student lettings for the best part of 15 years, and there's a reason why the market has evolved to be like this. So when students are moving out of a tenancy, there's a whole lot that needs to be organised at the back end. So you've got to check out, you've got to clean, you've got the maintenance, you've got the ingoing inventory, and all of this has to be booked in. Now we run about 200 student houses, but the guys who work for us don't just do our stuff. They might do 3 or 4 agents down the road as well. So they've got 1,000, maybe 1,500 student houses that they have to organise. And the logistics behind that means that you do have to start way early in the year. The second part of it is the incoming guys. We've got to credit reference all the tenants, we've got to credit reference the guarantors, we've got to make sure the guarantor agreements are signed, you've got to make sure that the previous landlords have been referenced, you've got to make sure that deposits are collected, you've got to make sure that contracts are signed, and you have to make sure that everything is organised way in advance of the tenancies even starting. So there's a real good reason why we start so early in the year. So we find that the better groups are coming to us during the breaks in the university academic year. So they come sort of Christmas time or Easter time when you haven't got an awful lot of classes or studying on. I mean, the other way of looking at it is, do you really want to be trying to organise your house viewings and all your documents to be signed in June and July when you're supposed to be doing your exams, when you could be on holiday, when you could be enjoying your time? You're much better off organising this at the beginning of the year when A, there's far more stock, and B, there's less on your plate. I mean, you don't sign up for your university in June and July, you do that the year before. So why not do your property at the same time? So you've got all this time in between to focus on your studies and making sure you're prepared for this move to a different city. And from our point of view, if you've got a 6 or 7 bedroom student house, you've got 12 to 14 documents that need to be signed even before the tenancy agreement's signed. And we want to make sure that all of our tenants can move in on time as planned. And we cannot start a tenancy unless we have all of the money and all of the documents signed before the tenancy agreement starts. So for instance, and this is a recurring theme, if 6 out of 7 have got everything done on move-in day and they're moving down from Leeds, and the 7th tenant, for instance, has phoned up and said, oh, I'll sign it all when I get there, and they don't get there on time, I cannot let the other guys move in. And we've had this done on numerous occasions. It's not a pleasant day to be sitting in my office with 14 people and you can't move into your house. So this is just an opinion of an estate agent. However, they're writing on your behalf, the National Union of Students. So if you've got any opinions or comments on this, then do comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you're a tenant of ours or you're not a tenant of ours, we're here to help either way. I'm Dan from Brighton Accommodation Agency. Like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.